For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kristin Brandt, the co-founder and CPO for She's the First. And thank you. So I did some math the other day, and I realized that so far I've traveled over 150,000 air miles for She's the First thus far. And I have to say, it is, without a doubt, one of the best parts of my job. Partially because I really do love cheesy airplane movies, but also because it means that I get the chance to spend a lot of time with our She's the First scholars all over the world. Some of them teach me new card games. Some of them teach me how to make tortillas, or how to tie a sari, or how to conquer a hike in a skirt. But every day they teach me to be more enthusiastic, more optimistic, and more daring. But none of them have taught me more about what it means to be a leader than Ellie Kaaya. Earlier this year, Ellie decided to run for student government. But there was one big problem. Girls in her school are not allowed to run for president of student body. So the administration recommended that instead she run for vice president. Ellie said, no. And Ellie got meeting after meeting with school official after school official until one by one, they all agreed to support her run for president of student body. Ellie campaigned, she gave speeches, and she became the first ever female candidate for student body president at St. Augustine University of Tanzania. But Ellie didn't win. And for a lot of us, that kind of loss would be enough to make us lie low and to regroup for a while. But for Ellie, she used it as a learning experience. Looking around at her peers, she realized there were still other challenges to solve. And she realized that even with college degrees, it was going to be really hard for them to get jobs. So Ellie decided to start a program. She brought in local business leaders to talk to students. She decided to teach them how to do handcrafts. She had t-shirts made. She identified a community problem, recognized how to solve it, and then did it. And that's why we're honoring her, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. But today, we're also honoring Ellie for who she is. We honor her because in her lifetime, she has faced so many things: poverty, abuse, obstacles the like of which I don't even like to imagine. And she has not just persevered. She has turned every obstacle into an opportunity for wisdom, for action, and for forward momentum. Ellie was supposed to be here with us today. She made batiks for the table. She even had her thank you speech ready. But her visa was denied twice, and in such a manner as to make it clear that it was because she was a poor girl from a poor country. Ellie was devastated. She is devastated not to be here with us today, but after the news sank in, these are the words that she told me. She said, "Kristin, every obstacle that happens in your life is only meant to make you stronger. No matter what happens, doesn't matter how painful, how bitter it is, you don't allow it to shut off your dreams. You didn't come this far to be average. You didn't come this far to give up. Sometimes you don't have to be okay. You just have to be strong." Here's more about Ellie and her project.
My name is Ellie Kaaya. She's the first scholar from Tanzania, now in university. I'm the first in my family to attend secondary school, to graduate high school, and to go to university. Next year, I'll be the first to graduate college. For me, the most important part of my education is that my life is transformed, I'm independent, I can make my own decision and give back to my community. Through my leadership training, I learned how important it is to create solutions for my community. So when I realized how few jobs there are for graduates in Tanzania, I wanted to do something about it. I decided to start an entrepreneurship program for my peers. I invited girl students to join me and brought in business owners to talk to us about how they started. We also had a hand on a training in which we learned to make batiks, a dyed cloth that is popular in the markets here, and sold them to reimburse the expenses of the program. The hardest part of this project was finance, but it was worth it because the skills we obtained helped us to start our own small business. Ultimately, this is just one small thing, but you know all these small things add up over time. I plan to always do small things step by step to make my community and my country a better place for women.
To officially present this award, I'd like to invite two She's the First scholars to the stage. As a side note, Glamour actually just flew these two girls out to participate on stage at the Glamour Women of the Year Awards. So they are quickly becoming expert She's the First reps. Mary and Yazina, come on up.
Thank you, all of you, to be with us here. Thank you for having us here today. I'm Izna Dagu from Ethiopia, and she's the first scholar.
Thank you, and I am Mary. We are both She's the First scholars. Today, we are honored to present this award to Ellie, who shown great leadership and ambition. For us scholars, her example has shown us that everything is possible. Not because good things can happen to you, but because you have the capability of going into the world and making good things happen, both for yourself and for others. She reminds us that no matter who you are or where you are from, you are powerful. We are powerful.
Now let us hear from Ellie, her own words.
Hello everyone, my name is Ellie Kaaya from Tanzania, and I'm very honored to be here with you today. I would like you to know that what we do for ourselves dies with us, but what we do for others remains forever. You might not be able to understand this until you're that person who have experienced the love and help of another person. When I wanted to go to school, I didn't know I could. I knew I wanted to, but I had to deal with so much. Abuse, rejection, the beatings, all sorts of bad things. But all these things that happened in my past don't matter anymore because She's the First showed up. So today, I would like to thank She's the First so very much for two things. I would like to confess that when I close my eyes, I can't imagine my life without She's the First. If She's the First never supported me in high school with leadership skills and pay my school fees even now in college, telling me that it's not a shame to be a woman, telling me that I can be anything that I want to be, that anything that a man can be and even more. So today, I feel so grateful. And I want you to know that I am grateful. I have come this far and I have achieved this much because of She's the First. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for She's the First. They didn't just pay my school fees. They kept me in school. They made sure I don't run out of money for food. They made sure that I wasn't sleeping in the place that I was sleeping back in my village. I don't really know how I should express this, but I want you to understand that I'm so grateful for everything. The second thing that I want to thank you for is for this important, amazing award that I wish I was there to get it myself. This award is important to me because it inspires me to keep doing things for girls. Keep helping girls to see their potentials and give back to my community. Make them understand that they can be anything they want to be and do anything that they want in their life. Again, I would like for the world to understand that what She's the First is doing is something that the world needs. It's something that girls need. And it is important that we join together and share love with other people, because it is worth helping and saving a life of a person that you don't know. It doesn't need to be something big. It can be small with great love. So I am thanking again She's the First for everything. Thank you all so much for listening.
Thank you all of to have Ellie on behalf of us, and we are very excited. Thank you very much.
Thank you.